Only in Invincible can the main character have someone go on a conquest and rearranging his guts and that not be the best part in the entire episode. As someone who read the Invincible comics, I was looking forward for this episode the most. I really wanted to see how they were gonna handle this Nolan and Debbie situation. Sandra Oh absolutely killed this scene right here. And you know this show is doing a good job when you feel bad for both characters. Like Nolan having to accept all the bullshit that he's done and trying to repair relationships, and no one allowing him to do so, at least not easily. God, it's so damn good. I really don't want to touch on what happens in the future in the comics, but everything within this episode really makes you think, man, what's gonna happen? What is gonna happen with Nolan and Debbie? What's gonna happen to Paul? This show has made changes from the comics, and in my opinion, most of them have been for the better. With me, I feel like Debbie in the comics at points were they made Debbie a tough watch, or rather a tough read. Everything that happened after Nolan performed his duty in giving his son the good old Filtrum beatdown, it felt like Debbie was being hard on Mark. I completely understand people saying things when they're in the heat of the moment, like when they're pissed off and they say some of the most hurtful shit. However, this comic panel right here really bothered me, man. I get that you're hurt, your husband, at least the man who you thought was your husband, did all of that to your son and basically called you an insignificant being.
But she's more like a pet to me.
What?
I get that, but to be like, nah, Mark, why did you push him away? Why did you fight him? Oh my god, that hurts. That hurts. Just seeing his reaction hurts. This kid didn't deserve this, man. But then we got Debbie in the show and she tries to put on the strong act, even though she's hurting deep down inside, but she never takes it out on Mark. She never makes him feel like anything was his fault. And honestly, Debbie in the show just comes off as a stronger character. Which is why when this scene popped up, I'm like, okay, she's really about to lay into Nolan. In the comics, it's like 10 quick panels and that's it. In the show, man, it just elevates the scene so much more. Like, obviously, with everything that Nolan's done on Earth, it's kind of fuck you, Nolan, but in the show, you feel that shit. You really feel how much Debbie's hurting. And you also feel just how much Nolan is ashamed of himself. The man could barely even look at his wife. Kinda like me when I was looking up at the screen when Debbie began going off. I was giving it this kind of look right here, man. That shit stung. If you ask me, I feel like Nolan's done a better job apologizing and trying to repair shit in the show than he did in the comics. I mean, in the comics for me it was still acceptable, but I feel like it's done even better here. And you really get that in the episode where Nolan and Alan are flying around everywhere and everybody's ready to defend themselves against Nolan, and then he just apologizes, and then everyone's looking at him like he's insane. Like they're not expecting such a savage beast to do such a thing. And I know I view these things differently because I don't care if a character is redeemable or not. I feel like some people place too much damn focus on that and then it just ruins their experience because at the end they're like, nah, it doesn't matter what he does. He's never gonna be redeemed. Like, who cares? It's not if you buy it only matters if the characters buy it. And even then, I feel like the characters are doing a great job responding to Nolan. Shit is definitely not supposed to be sweet with everything he's done. Poor Art right here was doing his best poker face after turning Nolan down. That man was dying for him to leave, yo. Oh my god. The whole time Art's playing it cool in his head, he's like, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Obviously, just because Nolan's changed doesn't mean everyone has to accept it right away. Hell, they never do. Which is why I'm real curious how they're gonna handle this moving forward. I don't think it's gonna make or break the show moving forward, but it's definitely gonna turn some shit up. Or shit down, depending how you look at it. I do feel like I'm gonna have to revisit this in another year when the next season drops. But the way Debbie is written in this show, shit could really be different moving forward, man. I just need that shit to make sense to me. And you know what? Even before this episode, Debbie in this show is like a top tier character in Invincible for me. She's up there with Nolan, Robot, and Dinosaurs. Yeah, that's probably my Mount Rushmore in Invincible. And obviously Mark's right there too, but he's the main character. Now I'm gonna throw a little baby spoiler out there, but Mark lives. Yeah, he survives. So I would love to see that conversation between him and Cecil, whether the show decides to switch it up a bit or just pour more sauce on it. Me personally, I'm not gonna take too kindly knowing that someone tore a hole through my stomach and pulled out 30 feet of my meat. Yeah, all because of you. You decided to keep him alive. You lied to me, and you didn't even bother to give me a heads up. You didn't even bother implanting that sound device in his head. I guess you only like doing that shit with me, huh? I'm not gonna lie, Cecil. You're the first person I'm taking out when I touch down on Earth. Overall, this season has been pretty damn good. I mean, the last episode was kinda it was kinda but that's okay, man. Everything can't be a 10 out of 10. Real quick before I end this video, considering how the show has made changes from the comics and most of them have been for the better, I want to see how people online are gonna feel about Tech Jacket. I'm sure there'll be no problem whatsoever, right? Because there's no problems doing gender swaps, right? Everybody's gonna be nice and civilized online. There's gonna be no commotion because the internet is a very, very inviting place. I mean, there's no way comic book readers are gonna be mad about this despite this being a fire-ass episode, right? There's no way. I'm sure they'll overlook it. Yeah, I'ma definitely be doom scrolling right after I upload this.